This is the Draft Guys podcast with Peyton and Niko coming at you live with a first react. That, of course, is our breaking news series where we highlight the developing storylines surrounding the NFL. And a big thing happened today, of course. Today is June 1st. That is an important day on the NFL calendar for offseason moves. But we had a massive one that is on our screen. You're looking at it, P. Dunn. It is Myles Garrett and Jared Verse swapping teams, and the Rams trading away 3 picks, with the Browns picking up 3. I can't believe it. I'm your host, Niko Chambers. P. Dunn is on the other line. First reactions, P. Dunn.
I don't know, man. I was shocked when this came through. Absolutely shocked. We had conversations before about how this is the Rams' year. This is their time to go make a push at this thing, and they're really going after it. Trading for McDuffie was obviously a big move. That's one first rounder, and now you trade arguably what was already the best player on your defense to upgrade at that same position. The defensive line was nasty before. It's gonna get even better. I really like the move for the Browns. I really like this move for both teams. I think both teams really accomplished what they wanted to get out of this, if that makes sense. The Rams are looking to get a better player and compete now. The Browns are looking for a player that's going to be able to contribute in the future and load up on draft picks. And I think both teams got what they wanted out of this.
It's unbelievable. I can't believe this. I can't believe it when I saw it on my phone. Everything that happened. I'll talk about the Rams first. And good on the Rams. Good on the Rams to make this push for this Super Bowl. They are in that win now window. They should do it. That's why I think it's unfortunate that their draft wasn't that great, because they literally are one move away, like I said, and they
Yeah.
could have had it if they had a little bit better of a draft, in my opinion. But Pete likes the draft. So are there any grades?
I don't know. It's hard not to give an A to both teams. I think just off the top of my head, like they really did the Browns got incredible capital in return for this pick for Myles Garrett. I mean, you see it at the bottom. Jared Verse, I think, is are one of the best up and coming defensive linemen in the league. I think getting a first round pick in the 27 draft is incredible. Obviously, it's going to be later in the first round. But I mean, let's say the Browns are sitting at 3, right? And then now you have the opportunity. So they're trading up. They'll get, okay, we'll give you 3. We'll give you 31, 32, whatever the Rams are going to be, and a next year's first. You just got that capital to be able to move up to 1 or move up to 2 that the Browns are going to be able to do to get the quarterback that they really want. And you get some capital in 28 and you get capital in 29 to be able to stack draft classes like that, stack draft capital for such a long time, and get a player that I truly think can be one of the best defensive ends and the edge rushers in the NFL in the next few years is already playing like that now. It's a win for the Browns, man. I would give the Browns an A plus on this, and I'd give the Rams an A.
I mean, Myles Garrett is a top 5 player in the NFL. Absolutely no question. Consensus around the board. And the Rams just got an unbelievable player that you can put into that already unbelievable defense. I do think
Yeah.
it's interesting that you go basically band for band. You trade a guy at the exact same position, and you're ultimately bringing in an even better guy. Obviously, there is a large gap, but Jared Verse, I thought he was really their guy, the guy after Aaron Donald. Now you have Myles Garrett. I got to ask you, Pete, does this make the Rams the favorite for the Super Bowl?
It does. Literally last night we had a conversation. We did our NFC West episode. If you haven't watched that, you need to watch that when it comes out. But we had a conversation last night, and I said that the Seahawks were the primary #1 team in the NFL, and that's changed for me now. When you add a player like this to a team that was already so dynamic, it's really hard not to see them being the odds favorites to win the Super Bowl this year.
I just can't believe it, man. I mean, they gave up a lot of capital. Was it too much capital, in your opinion? I think personally that it is a little bit too much capital. Obviously, Myles Garrett is Myles Garrett, and we look at some of the other trades that happened. I'll point you to the Sauce Gardner trade where they basically went 2 first round picks for Sauce Gardner. You think about Quentin Williams, what the return was for that. I mean, you're also giving away Jared Verse at the same
Yeah,
time. So,
yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about that as if you're a Rams fan, how should you feel about giving away all those picks?
So I'll give you a different angle on this, right? As a Bears fan, if it popped up on my phone that the Bears traded for Jared Verse, right? We have a need at the edge rusher position. He would be something we would be looking at trading. If we traded for Jared Verse and we gave up 2 first round picks, I would be like, okay, that's a lot, but I'm glad we did that. I would still think it's a good move for us. So that means in my mind, Jared Verse is somewhere in the range of 2 first round picks. They gave up Jared Verse and another first round pick and a second round pick and a third round pick for Myles Garrett. I totally get Myles Garrett's a really good football player. I mean, elite, like generational level football player. Like one of the best, easy Hall of Famer, incredible guy, right? It's just so much capital for a guy that's aging. And then here's the thing that really gets me, right? Is like the Ty Simpson pick. That's a very clear, okay, we are trying to prolong our window and like and get set ourselves up for success for the future, right? Get that quarterback of the future in the room, right? But then you do this and you're going to surround Ty Simpson with like an aging Myles Garrett and like it just holy cow. Can I pivot real quick?
Let's do it.
AJ Brown traded to the Patriots. Just happened this moment.
Unbelievable. All right, so we'll
Wow.
switch gears really
Okay.
quickly. We've been waiting for this one. This is very rare. I love that
Yep.
we got a chance to capture this. Pete
Yep.
Dunn, he finally gets traded to the Patriots. We've been waiting since pre-draft. Now he goes there. How do you feel about that move?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense for both sides, right? AJ Brown was someone that was very not happy. We knew this was going to happen. There was a 0% chance he was going to be on this roster. There was rumors that this had been completed for a while and was just going to go through on the June 1st, which is today. I'm shocked it waited so long. I'm not sure if there was some technicalities that didn't go through. But we knew this was going to happen. We figured he was going to be a Patriot. The Patriot side of things is interesting because you do sign Romeo Dobbs for a large amount of money that you did. And they have similar skill sets. They're both X receivers, I think. They're both jump ball guys. They're both larger, heavier receivers. To play those together, I think is interesting. But at this point, your goal as the Patriots is just to surround Drake May with as much talent as possible. Maximize this rookie contract, like go all in while you can before you have to extend him. This is the right move for the Patriots and for the Eagles. You were never going to get anything from him, right? You were never going to get anything more on the field from AJ Brown. I'm assuming this is going to be for a first round pick in the 27 draft. For the Eagles, it's a great move. For the Patriots, it's a pretty good move, I think.
Is a first round pick too steep for AJ Brown? Would they do it for a second, in your opinion? Do you think we don't have the numbers or the totals? What would you think there?
I think it's perfect. I think if you did a second and a third, it would be too little. I think if you did a first and a third, it would be too much. I think a late first round pick, which is what you expect the Patriots to have, is about fair, I think, for AJ Brown, where he's at in his career right now.
I'll tell you this, man. You don't look at it in this way, but with the draft that just happened, these two moves have major draft
Yeah.
implications on how good those picks are. Because
Yeah.
we'll go to the well again and we'll talk about them. We love talking about them. Makai Lemon, that pick looks a whole lot worse now
Yeah.
that AJ Brown is gone. Because now you have two guys that are clashing, don't
Yeah.
fit in the room. They're the exact same player, in my opinion. This Rams pick for Ty Simpson looks a whole lot worse after you go all in, like fully all in, where you are trading
Yeah.
literally the entire farm for
Yep.
this year, except you wasted your first round pick that was kind of gifted to you from the Falcons
Yeah.
on a quarterback. So it just doesn't make sense to me. It's a crazy day in the NFL to talk about it. Personally, I think that the AJ Brown move is a great move for the Patriots. I do think it is a good move for the Eagles, assuming that they get a first rounder for him. Is he first round value, in my opinion? I don't think so. I think second, third, 2 seconds, that's probably the better range. However, I do think that the Patriots are going to win that trade with the Eagles. Ultimately, it's a great day. Post June 1st deadline, if you will, for NFL operations. We thank you guys so much for tuning in to First React and stay tuned for any other updates we may have.